Seminole Nation, Seminole Nation.
The salmon went in the ocean every night. The salmon went in the ocean every day. 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 And then the bear got him. The salmon. The salmon. The salmon. Sam.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, man. You got my levels? We're good? All right. Hey, guys. It's your pal Steve Zaragoza here. Wow, this is it, huh? This is, I think this is the final SourceFed video. Is that what this is going to end up being?
Potentially.
This is, okay. Well, other than the stream, this is probably the last SourceFed video, and what I want to do is I want to just take you around the SourceFed office and kind of just reminisce about certain aspects of the building, places where the original writer's room was, and the original offices of Phil and James, the places where we were scared most of the time, and you know, just you kind of walk down history road a little bit and just kind of do a little remembrance. And I'm gonna have some pals with me who have also been here from the very beginning or close to the very beginning, and also reminisce on some of the places here. And actually, for me, this area right here it's the nerd set now, or was the nerd set. I'm getting choked up. This area here is actually kind of like the earliest memory I have of this building. And this is where I met Philip DeFranco. I met him in pretty much this exact spot. This is kind of like, this is probably just gonna be someone's boring ass office in literally 2 weeks, or they're just gonna strip the shit out of this place and it's gonna look like a sad skeleton. But this is really kind of like this was my first little introduction to this place. It's bittersweet. All right, so I've got Audrey and Len here. Now, Audrey, you were here actually from the very beginning, even before the very beginning.
Yeah, I started as an intern with Phil when he was a team of like 6 people, and at the time we were in Culver City, and what happened is they were pitching SourceFed. That got greenlit by Google, and we picked up this office, and it was crazy. I remember coming in here with Phil and James and Danny, and it was just a shock going from our tiny little Culver City studio to this huge space.
And Len, when did you come on? Like, you were an editor first, right?
So I came on, I think the original editors both got different gigs in like 7 months in.
Which was terrifying for everybody, because we were like, we only have 2 editors!
And they started the whole thing. They kind of developed the editing style and all that kind of stuff. This was my original desk.
Yeah, this was like a desk. And this is where people would edit, right?
My computer was plugged in right here. Norg was there.
Yeah.
And we trained here, and I remember my first day, I'll see if I can find the picture, but I leaned over and I was like, this place is cool, and I took a picture and there was nothing.
We are entering the famous white wall room here. So this is SourceFed right here. This is, when I think of SourceFed, when I think of the channel, I think of this little room that is the most ridiculous place to have a set because of this over here. I don't know if you guys, this is the main entrance of the building, and for years we had mailmen and UPS people banging on it and pulling on it, and while we're in here doing our first SourceFed stories, and but yeah, just so many memories in this room. Oh God, this is like therapy. I love you, Dad. I love you. I miss you. Len, what are some of your best memories in here?
Honestly, just gasping for breath during like whatever bits people were doing, trying not to ruin the take by busting out laughing on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So, real quick thing, if you never noticed what this little move was on bloopers, we have our iPads.
Oh, yeah.
Folders here, and this was scrolling everything back. In case you guys were ever wondering what that was.
Yeah, because you would see it in the shot. You would see someone's hand do this. Yeah.
So this is not the original Table Talk table.
No.
Originally, it was a different IKEA table. It was the one with the one like single leg at the bottom, but it was really wobbly. So at one point we replaced it because we were like, this is annoying.
Yeah, Table Talk, I mean, this is a legendary kind of set, but it's not necessarily the area where we started shooting Table Talk.
No,
We
that
shot it,
was the hallway.
yeah, the hallway room that like now isn't a room. It's basically where the fridge and like the snacks are.
right?
Table Talk, from Bowman's idea of like asking the host random questions about pop culture and old toys. It was Bowman, yeah. To what it was in the final one we just did. I mean, it's spanned. I mean, it was really one of our most popular shows, other than the White Wall. So this was commentary. This ended up being the 2.0, and then the final place where commentary was shot for a very long time.
I think it was that wall. That
Oh, maybe it was that wall.
We redid it.
Yeah.
So for VidCon 2013, we had our old gross farted in couch and we chomped that with the shark, and so we used that as an opportunity to buy new furniture.
right, that's right.
And redo the set. And so
So that was ComCom 2.0. This was ComCom 3.0, right?
like it was barely board for a little while.
Yeah.
It was Will's blue wall for a little while.
Oh, we got to talk about this room.
Yes, this is a very important.
This room right here is a legendary room, I'd say. This is I mean, not this part though, right? Oh yeah, no, it was this part.
This used to be two different rooms.
Yeah,
So
you
you could
can
see a weird
see-
patch of carpet, and that was divided.
Yeah, and like kind of that where the blue
Yeah.
wall up there.
So that side used to be James's office,
Yes.
and then this side was the OG host room.
Yeah, this
writer's
is
room.
where we all kind of became friends, right here in the writer's room. And this is also where everyone else in the building would come hang out, because it was also the funnest place in the building.
This was Phil's
Yeah,
shooting
original
space.
shooting space.
Yeah, that was where the PDS was for a very long time, right?
And Darren and Maddie were in there for a while.
That's right.
SourceFed went in there for a little bit. Actually, when we hired Ricky and DJ, we were in this room.
So this was where we
the original
first
Table
shot commentary.
Table Talk.
Or Table
No,
Talk, yeah,
yeah.
Table Talk. This was the first Table Talk
There are
room.
still tape marks for camera.
This right here. This was where we filmed Table Talk the first time.
That doorway
This-
was not there.
this-
that was
yeah.
the back
I've
blue
never
wall.
been in there.
This is just an extension of Phil's room.
Never.
Yeah. This
gotta go
actually
in from the other door.
so in here is where we used to game. This is where we did all of our Rock Band streams
This is now
and
Phil's office, and it's one giant room, but it used to be
secondary,
split down the middle. It was another room.
over here, I think this was always I don't
Isn't that the new movie thing show or something?
Yeah, we shot the new movie thing show.
Walls, yeah.
We shot a lot of gaming stuff in there too, initially, and then we moved into that room. Oh
I
man,
did a Table Talk-like thing for SourceFed in there, remember?
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Something about newspapers or I don't know.
Okay, so this was just for me. I feel like once we expanded, this ended up becoming FHP, right?
Yeah, we had FHP for a long while over where like the nerd set is, and then we wanted to turn that into a shooting space. We wanted to make this a shooting space, but then I think
The
just because of
noise is-
noise and
yeah.
the walls, it wasn't going to be possible, so we moved FHP over here.
So this as in addition to being the FHP warehouse, is actually also the final writers area ever. Like this is where we all finally ended up. They put us so far away from everybody else because we're so loud and disruptive and gross.
It's not even that. We have currently 10 hosts. 10.
Yeah.
And there's not another room that's big enough to fit everybody in.
We shot a lot of stuff in here. The Kids Bop thing, which is the paint's still up there. A lot of
Desiree Barnes was on that wall over there.
yeah. We rehearsed for Ben Franklin in here. We shot. Dick Bomb in here. We parked our cars in here. So here we are in this room here. So this ended up being your guys' office. So this is the Ricky, Len, and Sophia. Ricky, what's your favorite memories in this room?
I don't know, making deals.
There's been a lot of serious talk in this room.
Yeah.
There's 3 doors to this.
Yeah.
So everyone always knew when something was going down because they'd hear.
Yeah. Or like this door would be open, which is the immediate door to the writers area, and we would be screaming and laughing and crying and the door would just slam. We'd be like, we're being too loud, I think.
The coolest thing about this job for me is all the different things I got to do and like getting to flex a lot of different muscle, be it, with the photography or editing when I started, to, you know, managing the editors and then doing production stuff. It was almost like we just made awesome shit because, like, we didn't know any better. And it was like, all right, well, we want to do this crazy, ridiculous thing that normally would take a lot of money with effects and extra people. It's like, cool, let's do it.
Yeah, this room here, wow, a lot of bedroom sets, a lot of classroom sets. I mean, if you get a shot of the wall here.
These are all the different kind of sets we've had in here. Not even all of them. These are like half of what's been in here. But we created a window rig that we could light just with really cool specialized LEDs, so we could move the window around to kind of make it feel a little bit different. We even shot the nighttime exterior for every wedding speech ever in here. So
at one point we would write sketches in here and meet in here and we'd shoot in here. It's just kind of like a all-purpose type of room. This area was
The writer's room.
This was the writer's room for a while, yeah.
In 2013, we expanded to this side of the office, and when we did that, we moved all the hosts over here.
And the hosts hated it, including me, because we had no privacy. We were just out in the open. We were farm animals. We was like we were in a zoo. Anyone could come in and out, and to their chagrin, we would say anything and everything we wanted to because we were unfiltered, terrible people. And
is this where your Microsoft speech bit started?
Oh, it is. Yeah, I used to do this bit that never really made it onto any of the channels, but it was my brother and I used to prank call pizza places using a text-to-speech program, and back when we were kids, it was like terrible. It was like, "Hello, I would like to order a pepperoni pizza." So we used to like fuck with people doing that, and it would always start off with, "Hello, please don't hang up. I have a voice box." So basically what we did in here is I continued that tradition and would type out these massively long-winded crazy stories that would usually end up with it going like, "I want your dick, I 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 want your dick," and it would just like cover my pizza in cum, cover it with your cum, and like we would do all sorts of weird shit like that. But literally I would do it all day, and to the point where people were like, "Please stop." Like
we got in here at 6:30 in the morning, and Steve's job was basically to wake everyone up with some comedy. And it was the most heinous, violent acts that got rid of your voice box. Like at one point it was like I was attacked by a ravenous dog as a child and it ripped out my throat, and
I was bit by a hawk and I developed what can only be described as a beak. And then also, really quick, editor's room. We don't have to go in there because I'm sure they're busy and watching shit, but this was also a writer's room at one point. Almost every room was the writer's room at one point. Hey, we're in here to ruin anything you're doing because we're filming things and it disrupts everything you're doing. DJ, any memories in this room?
In this room in
just,
particular?
Just something that strikes you.
Oh man, just trying to work hard and having the hosts come in and fuck it up all the time. I don't know. This has been a good room. This is a good room of good boys and girls that have worked hard, and it's been a pleasure working with them. It's been good bouncing ideas off of people. It's good to have a place full of so many talented people that no matter what you're trying to figure out, somebody in the office probably has an idea on how to resolve your issue. And I won't have that anymore.
What about you, Spencer? Good memories in here?
Yeah, I mean, it's been like, I think everything has happened in here. Like, it just feels like everything has happened in here. And I've been able to hang out with these guys and girls. And it's really interesting to have, like, the camaraderie that we have in this room. We watch shows at lunch, and we all sometimes go to lunch together, and just, you know, we have so much fun together. So it's gonna be hard not being with these guys.
everything that you love of SourceFed Nerd, everything except for Phil's team stuff is right here. I'm touching all of SourceFed and SourceFed Nerd
This is where all the raw footage of Santa Steve's and Dave and Ross is all living currently?
Everything is right there on those three servers.
I mean, this room has been home for the last almost 3 years, at least for me. Longer for even like DJ and Owen.
How many? If you could just guesstimate how many farts were made in this room, could you? What would you think?
Oh God, thousands.
Thousands. Autumn, how many farts?
It smells in here.
Being the only girl in here, I understand that it's awful right now.
Oh, it's the worst. Yeah.
Well, guess what? It's not gonna last too much longer, I heard. This was a writer's room at one point, and famously, this room is also the thinnest walls, apparently, because we got so loud in there that we started to hear banging on the other side, and that just activated my need to bother it even more and be louder, and so we just didn't really care how loud we were because we're making art in here, damn it, we're artists!
You were shouting, "Sperm! Sperm!" as loud as you could.
And as we were all leaving to lunch, being equally as loud leaving, this guy, this older man, storms out and he says, "Who's in there making all that noise? Who is it?" And I was like, "That's me." Like, straight up, I'm the one making all the noise. And they're like, "We've got a whole bunch of people over here, and we're working hard, and we're trying to be quiet, and we're trying to and all we hear is screaming and laughing." And it's like, and I was like, "Oh, so we're having fun. We enjoy our lives here, and you don't over there? Okay, I guess I should stop that." Okay, so this area here is just kind of like the unofficial, official entrance to the building, I feel like. This is where hosts would come in and out every single day for years.
I think the first thing we ever shot here was the first show for FHPC, which was you sneaking into the DeFranco office.
That's right.
There was like a security panel over there. Brian was a security guard who was sleeping.
Yep.
And then we shot your office for 50 Shades of Geek was here.
Yes.
We shot the entrance to Mattress Testers in here. And then this was also the Bakersfield Pet Mortuary.
The pet shop, yeah, the pet mortuary, yeah.
A lot of the new hires, like all the new editors and PAs, would sit on that couch, waiting to come be interviewed.
Be terrified and nervous.
Including one.
Zach. Zach was once a little boy.
This is the white wall room
Yeah.
behind us. So we would have to like stop recording constantly because there's somebody being an asshole on the road or like honking their horns, or the dumpster truck is like, "I gotta take the trash." So I guess there's a fire in the building.
Let's go see what happened. Let's go check it out. It's just, look at all the smoke over there. Who's trying to blow up the building? Yeah, it's like inhale. Yeah, don't inhale it. It's real bad. Yeah, go. Yeah. Yeah, don't inhale it.
What's my fan gonna do?
I mean, I don't know. Get the noxious fumes out? What is it? Oh no!
This was where our first paid PA group was stationed.
That's right,
That's where Amanda and
Oh, I should take this, by the way.
yes.
Well, and then it kind of became the SourceFed room, right? Like, this is kind of like where you would hang out, Ava?
Yeah, me, Steven, and Candace wrote in here, like, all the time. So I don't even know that we were supposed to, but we did.
What are your favorite memories in here, Ava?
I fucking love this chair, and Zach knows
great
this,
chair.
because I always call it my chair, and he's like, "I've been here way longer than you," and I'm like, "I don't care, it's my chair."
Well, I'll tell you, this chair has a lot of memories. Multiple hosts would sit in it for a lot of stuff.
Fuck on this chair.
My ex-wife.
Oh god.
I feel like hosts shared this seat for
was-
like anime club.
This
or
was
something?
the anime club chair.
Yeah.
This is where Raina and Will would sit doing their thing.
Whoops. eBay. Star, any great memories in here?
I enjoyed painting this wall and getting the graphic designer position.
And then this is kind of always. Well, no, this was the editor's room for a while.
This was the original SourceFed Nerd Edit Bay.
It was another room that was too.
Oh, and yeah, if you see the weird carpet patch in the wall here, this was also Bowman, Ian, and Dan's.
And this, yeah,
Original
this was
edit
the
bay.
original editor's room. Well, I mean, now we've made it full circle. So, Audrey, any closing thoughts for you?
Oh man, it's been 5 years of my life. You guys are family. I would not be the woman I am today without all of you. And thank you.
I hope we stay friends. That we still hang
We're
out.
gonna def stay friends.
Well, guys, like all great and tragic stories, this is it. This is the end of SourceFed. It's been a bittersweet journey, mostly sweet, but this building was my home for 5 years, and the memories and the things that happen in this building, this man just is coming over here because the smell. He probably smells the fire. That's the same guy that yelled at us, I swear to God. Someone accidentally burned a biscuit. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us. And if you want this building, you can call this number and probably get this building. And hire me, and Joe and Lee and Elliot and Mike Falzone and Candace and Sam Basher and Philip and Whitney and Bree and Matt Lieberman and Raina and Meg and Maud and Joe and Lee and fuck, am I forgetting? Steve Suptic and Ava and Zach and Ricky and Raina and Audrey and Danny and Chris and Owen and Brett and DJ and Autumn and Spencer and Ernie, Craig, Jimmy, Danny, Jimsons. And I hire every single one of us, okay? Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you for all your continued support. I have a podcast called Dynamic Banter, and it feels like the first time show if you want to listen to me do stuff. I got a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Steve Zaragoza. And you can follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of stories and fun shit. And that's it.